What's up, guys? This is Ben MSE, and today we're doing another Scrap Mechanics survival video. We're back in the world, back where we left off. Now, I want to quick show you guys something. Look at this. This is all the gas that we got from that big oil mining session, or that big oil grinding session, if you will. This entire chest is now empty. All got emptied right into this thing. It was a pain waiting for this. I had to monitor it too, because this one chest, because this is all full of crap, it kept filling up with gas, so I had to keep every like 5 minutes, or like every minute, I had to go over here, go back over here, and this took about a half hour to complete. So it was a pain. But we're back in the world. I did a little modifications to this truck. I added lights. I crafted some of those, so I got front and rear lights. I extended the front out 2 blocks, I believe. I made it a little more car-like, and I added some rear. I just added a little more rear reinforcement. I added lights too back here. I got rid of that weird light and I just stuck it up top because that's more the purpose of that. And then all the switches I moved from the side of it to inside here so they're not as vulnerable. Especially because the seat now has a heck of a lot more connections than the old one. So I can control everything. But right off the bat, we're going to rebuild this thing. I'm going to take this off. I think it's best to first start out by putting it on the vehicle. I think I'm going to change things up a little bit. I think I'm going to stick it in the back. Okay, so let me get my weld tool out. So I think, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, so 6. Okay, so I can put, not there, one here and one here, and see. Is that enough? Probably not. If I put a block in front of this, does this block the headlight? Because that'd be kind of a waste of a headlight then. It does. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this headlight completely. The headlight itself is not very important, but I would like everything to work well. So I'm going to put this block here, and I didn't even have to remove this. Whatever. Put these back on. Quick wire those up. Okay, so everything should work fine. And then I put these 2 wood 1 blocks to kind of mark where I weld this. So if I can get underneath this, here, put my lift. Do this. Pick it up there. Now I need to jump up top and weld it to this. There you go. So it's now in the back, so I basically will drive up to something and then back up to it and then go to work at it. So one, I'll hook up to this. This one is probably going to have to be 4, I think. 4 should be fine. Now I have to attach this because I got the piston. I have 2 pistons now. I made the other one from a component kit that I found. I think I got it from a chest. I'm not quite sure. But I have the other drill bit as well, which I think I crafted in the other episode. But what is the hitbox? Oops, what is the hitbox like this? I think, let me see, how far away can I place a drill bit for the other one? Okay, so it looks like 3. So that means I can put the other one right here, and it technically shouldn't hit each other, I don't think. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then I can do this. Perfect, that should work, I think. Put these both here. Oh, I just realized something. I didn't even have to craft that piston. I just would have had to craft another drill bit. I could have simply, because these both are going to be extending at the same time to the same setting, so I could have easily just simply put both of these things on one piston pushing down on like a fork type thing. That would have been so much easier. Well, whatever. I have 2 pistons or 3 pistons now, so it should be fine. Everything should work out as it worked before. I can hook both of these up to the scrap engine. I'm going to have them turn into each other, so it'll kind of counteract the effect where I would have before, where it would like kind of kick my vehicle away from the rocks. So this will kind of pull it towards the rock and keep it in place. At least that's the way I intend it to work. Okay, put these on 2. Put those both on the max speed that I have. Probably 5. 5 should be good. Just a little bit of tuning still. Okay, so I press 3 is for lights. 2 raises those. 1 does that and does this. Okay, I think I'm going to make it a little bit easier to control. I have another switch. Plop this right there. Take this out of 1. Put this here, and hopefully I can connect it. Perfect. I bet this is the max amount of connections for this thing. Okay, so I can do that. And I can see that this arm is kind of weak, because you can see it moving around when I do this. And the vehicle, it's kind of dancing. Anyways, so I press this, activate that, press... I'll have to rearrange the switches so it doesn't kind of get in the way of the light button. Press that to lower this, and do this. But I think that this is it. Oh, also one more thing. This video is mainly going to be more of a customization video. I'm going to first move this. I'm going to move the engines up here, because I realized that this vehicle is more going to just evolve into the vehicle that I wanted to build into my other survival world that I have, the one that I showed in a couple videos ago. But I'm going to upgrade this, and I'm going to put this little chest in the back of here. But if I want to do that, I have to move the engines. And I realized, since I recently just upgraded the front of this, I'll put them right here. I have room here, and it'll, like, I need weight in the front, so it'll help, and I'm going to put the chest in the rear, so it'll also help, like, distribute the weight, and it should hopefully keep this vehicle on the ground. I gotta turn both of these off so I don't waste gas. Pick that up, stick this here, pick this up, and also stick this here. Okay, so that works. I'm gonna raise this up as well, so it's gonna look a little more uniform. This there. This is really an ugly car. I think I'm gonna grab some mesh, put this here to for more aesthetics. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Like, for a starting vehicle, I think it looks perfectly fine. I'm gonna get rid of these too. Put this like this. I'm gonna have to be able to access this, so I'll do that. Unless, does that get in the way? Not really. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so let's clear this out of my inventory, get this in so I can fill these up. Okay, so basically what the chest's purpose is so I can have everything. I will have a crap ton more stuff in here, but I can carry more stuff, and I can put gas in the chest. So overall, it's just going to help with everything. So then if I'm like doing a grinding session or whatever, I can carry more stuff basically. So I'm not limited to the size of my inventory. Perfect, that fits really well. I think I'm going to add some weight down here. Actually, it looks like I kind of accomplished my goal of having a pickup. Here, let me get up here. I kind of, like, this is kind of a bed. This is kind of what I intended on making, and it looks like it looks pretty good too. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to reinforce this by putting these over one more. I think this looks good. Put those there so I can, if I have to, I can quick access the engine. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. I'm happy with this. I still have the rear thing, the drill bit mining system thing. I should really come up with a name for that. It'd kind of make it a little more fun. I'm kind of having a hard time figure out where I should put my switches. I could put them back here, but it's kind of vulnerable. And I also could add another small chest if I wanted to. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to stick them right here. I can put these on here because that is going to be what controls these drill bits. So when I remove this for whatever reason, it's not going to interfere. Okay, so that'll go one. Actually, you know what? You know, this is the process I go through. As I said in the last video when I was, like, rebuilding this thing, my brain goes through a lot of different options before I settle on the one that I'm actually going to choose. So I think I'll just set it right here. That should be fine. It shouldn't get in the way of anything. So I'll hook this up to the lights. This will be 1. Did I hook it up correctly? Looks like. Okay. So then these ones will connect to here. There we go. There we go. And then this last one will go to... Wait a second. Okay, so this goes... Where's the scrap one? Here. This goes there. This also goes there. And then this third one goes here. Okay, then I have to hook up the actual wheels themselves. Like so. Okay, so I think we're almost done actually. I just gotta readjust the bearings because I changed everything again. Swap this one. Okay, so it should work. And there is a little more reasoning why I put the switches here. I put the switches here so when I remove this entire system, the connections stay, so I won't have to reconnect everything. The only thing I'll have to do is just connect the switches to the seats, rather than having to do all of this other stuff. I would have to put the connections to the scrap engine again, but that's not a big deal at all. Okay, so this is 2, 3, and then 4. So let's see how this thing drives. Oh, first I gotta... There. Oh, I didn't connect it. Crap. There we go. Now it should work. Here, let me actually get around this rock before I start driving. This thing is looking pretty sick. Just a little bit of paint and it'll look like a normal vehicle. Still turns pretty well. Let's see if I can flip it on a turn. Okay, it's just... I think it just barely went up on 2 wheels. So this thing still has a heavy enough base that it won't tip over, but it's still light enough that it moves decently fast. Okay guys, I was just doing some thinking and I looked in here and I realized suspension is not expensive at all. So I would need a total of 20 Metal Block 2 and 8, I'm pretty sure 8 like things of crude oil, which I might have. No, I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, I do. I have crude oil right here. So I would just have to, I think the only thing I need is just some water. Yeah, all I need is water. Okay guys, so it looks like I'm going to add suspension to this thing. So this thing is going to be sick. So now when I run over something, I won't have to flip over and readjust my vehicle. Maybe I can now fully run over a haybot and not crash into something or flip over. Okay, put this water in here. Let's see what I all need. First, let's craft some water. There we go. Okay, so what does it need? So 5, so I need 20 Metal Block 2. Water 2. Okay, so I should have enough water then. I just need the ember, which I just have to swap these chests. This one was what had all the oil in. This is the one that had all of my crafting stuff in. Okay, so put this here. Now I should be able to craft Metal Block 2. Okay, I need metal. I think okay, if I don't have it in my inventory, I should have it in here. I do. Okay. So, Metal Block 2. Metal Block 2. How much can I craft? I believe 2 should be fine. I think. Hopefully. Then I need oil. Let's pick up some of this, plop it in here. I'm not going to craft this into gas yet because I'm pretty sure there's some other parts that actually need it. Pick that up. Pick the other one up when it's done. There we go. Put it in here and let's do this. Where is it? Here we go. 4. There. Perfect. So we can actually add suspension. Everything actually should work totally fine. Like, this vehicle is rather high off the ground. I think the suspension is just going to help. There we go. We got all 4 suspension pieces. But guys, I noticed when I was driving, it's very back heavy, which is, like, very obvious with this contraption hanging on. The best way to combat that would be making this thing lighter and making the front heavier. So I think I can fix that by... First, I'll pull this out. Get rid of these 3 bricks. This isn't really going to do nothing, I don't think. It might do something. Get rid of some of this. Okay, now we're going to reinforce the front just a little bit. I think I'll kind of make like a wheel well type thing. Ah, darn it. Now that... Okay, so it looks like that thing stayed. I'm just going to add a little bit of weight around here. I think that should be enough. I guess I'll find out. Okay, I got to make sure I do it correctly on each side. Okay, so it looks like 3 there. Okay, so the front should be heavier. This is a very odd vehicle. If you see this coming down your street, I'd be best to get out of the way. See a vehicle made primarily out of bricks and wood, then you know something's wrong. I kind of overthought this, guys, because I can just simply take this off and have no issues. But, well, how much is a drill bit? How heavy is a drill bit? Is this heavy? It is. Okay, so I bet the drill bits are what this weight is coming from. I bet that this thing is mainly just from this back half. Maybe I could put a piston here that would extend it. Maybe I should do that. Okay, guys, I have a bunch of ideas. I think I'm going to do this in the next video because I realize that this one is going to be a little bit longer. I'm doing a lot. It could be short. This video could be shorter than the others, or it could be longer. Depends how I edit this. But regardless, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other content. In the next video, we are going to build yet another revised version of this drill arm. I'm going to take this one piston that I made. I'm going to stick it right in the middle so I can move the center of gravity instead of being like right on this rear wheel so it wheelies all the time. I'm going to move it back so it can stay on the ground. Then I can make the vehicle lighter, get rid of all this brick, so then it'll be a little more fuel efficient. So hopefully this changes a lot. Yeah, like I'm almost completely out of fuel and I really did no driving. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.